Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Man. Come on.
There's always just that active and that defending, I think, is like. There's always just that active and that defending, I think, is like. There's always just that active and that defending, I think, is like.
Am I live? Of course I'm live. People deluded, I'm back again. First things first, I hope everyone's doing well and safe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course good night, depending on wherever you are in this world. As usual, whether you're locked in on YouTube, please smash the like button, set your notifications to on, and make sure you're subscribing if you haven't. Twitch gang, one love if you're in the building. Again, appreciative to you lot as well, same way. Hope everyone's having a great week. Hope everyone's having a great start to the week. Hope you're all in good health and them things. Now it's Salzburg against Chelsea. Again, anyone that plays Chelsea, unless it's Spurs, as an Arsenal fan, I'll cheer them on. So for 90 minutes or until you concede and it looks like you can't get nothing out of the game, I'm a Salzburg fan for today. And obviously from a hipster point of view, they got decent little players. Number 21, number 14, Okafor looks all right and stuff like that. You know, they bought the lad from St. Etienne, number 27, so it's decent. Looks interesting, not necessarily in terms of players out there. Potentially, Chelsea fans can say different, but to me as a non-Chelsea fan, I wouldn't say there's surprises where the lineup's concerned. It's more the system now. They're going for a 3 at the back again, so that's not surprising. But you've got Sterling and Pulisic operating as wing backs, and probably the game as it will be, they'll be playing as wingers anyways, and they've got a back 3. It's interesting considering, obviously, in the last watch along I did against Man United, draws a fair result for both teams, I feel. Especially, I'd say Chelsea were a lot better in the second half. United should have scored 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the first half, until really Kovacic, who, as an Arsenal fan, envious, you know, not necessarily the player as much as he's a bad boy footballer, really, and should still be at Real Madrid, in my opinion, but the skill set always wants to, the basics you'd expect a Premier League and whatever, you know, player like Kovacic to have, the basics. You know, good in tight spaces, can carry a ball, can dictate the tempo of a game. Super player. But yeah, he came on and changed the game. So have to see, man. Obviously, Gallagher gets a start. Take your opportunities. You've got, well, I heard that guy, number 9, is it Aubameyang? Oba? I don't know that player, but I heard he used to play for Arsenal. He was a captain and that. So we'll see what he's on. And you've got Havertz. So yeah, man. Here's where it is, man. Head money, dead bent still. I love that curling fines goal from you. Hey, listen, man, 1 goal wonder, man. My funeral, that's got to be played as well, man. To be fair, I'm not a 1 goal wonder. That's the only goal that's been recorded, man. Appreciate you, Clement. Like he said, make sure you're subscribing on the socials. And importantly, this is the first of 2 live streams from myself because, rightly so, we'll be watching Dortmund against Manchester City after this, people. So, yeah, man. I expect Chelsea to win. You know, hopefully not, but I expect Chelsea to win. I'm going for 3-1. Chelsea, Salzburg. Again, any predictions, get them in and them sort of things there, folks. You know, rather than telling you lot what to do, I need to make sure everything's okay with myself. So what I need to do is actually go to the live stream manager on YouTube, because if anything's going wrong, I don't know, do I? So yeah, one love to you lot tuned in, people. And them things there. In terms of kickoff, we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff, really. So there isn't too much. I know Hudson-Odoi has been speaking about why he had to get out of Chelsea under Thomas Tuchel. It was on my other laptop. Where is it? We might as well read that quick. Unfortunately, the YouTube crew, we can't watch stuff on YouTube. If it was a Twitch-only stream, we'd be doing a lot. Where is the... Let me just type in Hudson-Odoi, man. Because I felt they were quite interesting. He said... Tesco masterclass. Where is he? In fact, I ain't even seen the bench, to be fair. But where is he? You ain't going to be there long. You're on the bench. I don't know why you're on the bench. Chelsea got more players on the bench. Pardon me. So Salzburg being deep, not even bringing 1-2 young players just to get experience traveling and that. Peak. But yeah, man, what has Hudson-Odoi said here, people? Let's pre what he said. Which, you know, big up Betis. I give this guy grief about him. Hudson-Odoi claims he had to get out of Chelsea to start afresh. I agree with that in premise, in that I know his contract's running out, but if you show ability, you know, there's a bunch of Cobham boys playing at Chelsea to different levels. Some are squad players, some are not. Graham Potter, English. Yeah, it's every right for him to want to play English players. If Hudson-Odoi can get confidence and obviously goals, assists, just, you know, I'm sure if you're following Leipzig, I'm not following Leipzig game in, game out, but you're not really hearing too much, you know. You need to kind of do them sort of things. And obviously when you're, one thing that goes against all these young players, when you're build up to be this next, this, that, and the third, it's not healthy, in it, because everybody, if you're, you know, if you turn left, everyone's saying, why didn't you turn right? It's a certain level of scrutiny, and he's had injuries. His confidence has to be shot because you're in and out the team. You're at Chelsea, but you're not. He's one of them guys where obviously the harsh reality of football, whether you get one chance or 27 or 38, like in the league campaign, you need to take your chances. It's difficult to expect someone to express themselves if they're not given a run of games and or substantial minutes, as we saw. Completely different, because I think Hudson-Odoi's ability is better, but if he gets back playing, but Eddie Nketiah. And you know, the cold harsh reality is you need to show levels, but it can't be healthy for Hudson. You know, the odd start you get in a Premier League game, you might not be playing again, sort of thing, for a substantial amount of time. So, and this is, you know, again, he's 21. He does need to start showing ability, but he's been through a lot, and he's still only 21. He might not be this big up Hudson-Odoi guy that some people are saying, but he's 21. From the age of about 16, 17, people have been saying you're this, that, and the other, and he should probably be better now. I look at him, I look at Reece Nelson, Sancho's clear of them both, but I look at Sancho even. I think you've got many gears to go up, but you got to remember, football's bloody hard. It's bloody hard to be consistent. People underestimate how, you know, much these guys really are trying to improve, but there's certain levels to it. I think he's well off going for a year away from Chelsea. You know, just playing for Bayern Leverkusen, getting your confidence back, getting your fitness levels back, returning to Chelsea a more confident player, or hitting the loan strip again. But I'm pretty sure he's contracted until 2024. Chelsea seem to be on job where it comes to that sort of stuff, really. So there could be something. A man said it's crazy. Listen, I only get on to Hudson-Odoi for agendas. I remember when it was the FA Youth Cup final, Smith Rowe, Saka were playing and doing better than him, but he was on another level. But that's the thing. I'm not saying life has come easy to the guy, but when you're playing youth level and them sort of levels there, and you're faster and stronger than everyone, can dance past people, you get into the real world, it's kind of in for a shock. More time. This is why I tell you not to sleep on anyone, because more time, the players that are kind of not too bigged up at youth level, they seem to take, in my what I've seen already, they seem to take to it more. Now, is it 5 minutes until kickoff? Is it really foreign to kind of reason why Hudson-Odoi hasn't kicked on? When you look at Mason Mount, he's been at Derby, been at Vitesse. Broja's been at Vitesse, Albanian international before he's kicked a ball for Chelsea, Southampton. Reece James went Wigan and that. You know, Tomori's not there, but he had a couple of loans. That's Hudson-Odoi's first loan. So really, when you knock it on its head and move away all that potential BS, you kind of expect someone to, you know, be at this level sort of thing. His decision making is not of the required standard, and he needs to be a lot better. But I don't think they should give up on him yet. Apparently he said my mindset was I have to get out of here. Football's a psychological game. Not in a rude way, as in I don't like the club or I don't want to be at the club. I don't like the club, nothing like that. But I needed to play football somewhere new, start afresh, try the best wherever I am, and then go back to Chelsea at the end of the loan. So there you have it, people. And obviously he's spoken about the fact of, I'm not going to get into it, but he's not a wing back by trade. You know, it's not. He's never going to be a good wing back unless he really wants that. And he would clearly do better in forward positions. But I would say, and I agree with Hudson-Odoi, but to flip that on its head, people, you just got to play where someone like you know, you just got to play where the gaffer's telling you. Because when you look at the Chelsea team, won the Champions League, done things, you know, you're not necessarily the best attacker in the club. So I know I would, of course, if I'm a winger, I want to play out wide. But if there's an opportunity at left back, you either do that or you don't get football in it. Look at Saka. He done the fullback thing for a sec. You play, the manager starts to trust you, and then you can do other things. Man said he's supporting Chelsea this game. Don't be silly, man. But yeah, man. Big up Hudson-Odoi anyways. You know, banter aside, that'll be the last time I praise you, because obviously agendas and that. Unfortunately, you play for the boys in blue. I don't know about none of that. But big up to Hudson-Odoi. Hope he does well, man. You want all the icy freeze to shine, did it? Black History Month and that now I'm playing people. But yeah, big up you lot anyways, people. What's going on? Send me to the doc sheet. Thank you. So I can cut out that timestamp. Thank you very much. He could be a decent one, you know. And like I said, if you can play more positions, the more it improves your intelligence and the better you are and the more games you get. For me, once I'm a certified guy in the team like that, and I'm you know, you think of Chelsea, you think of Hudson-Odoi in the same way. Someone just says name Chelsea players: Reece James, Mason Mount, quickly. He's not really that for Chelsea. When you get to them levels there, then by all means, Gaffer. I know I've done a job at left back and I hear what you're doing, but I think I'm a winger, you know. If you ask people them at Cobham, I was one of them. Just give me a chance. Because at the end of the day, you know, Xhaka's not really a poor example, bro. Xhaka is a centre mid by trade. There was a time he was playing left back. And there's many other examples. You just got to do that. And I know if I'm a young player, minutes are currency, I want to play. But then again, catch 22 of that is, if it can go two ways. You either play fullback and you try half-hearted and you get ripped and fans get onto you, or you try your hardest, but at the end of the day, he's not that in it. And then fans still get onto you same way. They start saying you're not potential and all of this BS. So, but that's the cold, harsh reality of football. You know, his talent and many of these young players' talent, that's why you're at Chelsea. That's why you're rubbing shoulders with them acclaimed players. What is going to separate you now? And I'm not saying Hudson-Odoi's career has been like that. Reece Nelson, I think there's a lot of parallels. But once it's time for adversity, obviously injuries, I don't know their diets, but looking after your body and all these things and coping with the pressure. I love you footballers and development and things like that. And it kills me. One thing I hate in today's day and age, people start gassing 15, 16-year-olds. They don't know how this youth thing works. They get to 18, 19 and they're struggling. And then they say, yes, if you want to be a Michelin star chef, you're going to probably struggle at some point in your life to cut onions. And that's where these guys are at. You're going to be this bad boy winger, allegedly. I know about Saka and that. I don't know about Hudson-Odoi same way, but that's what you have to do. It's quite harsh, but that's the cold, harsh reality of the dynamic they're in, I guess, people. Anyways, away from that, kickoff is soon landing, peoples. Make sure you smash the like button. We're 2 minutes away. I can't lie, I've seen Saka play fullback before, but he was a winger. I remember fighting Arsenal fans vividly. Oh, he's not a right winger, man. Like, yes, he is. Did you not see him in the Checker Trade Trophy? Like, but you just got to do that. And even Saka defensively, even Arteta can go up gears. And he was excelling at fullback because he was obviously defending to a good standard, but it was more going forward. But you just got to do that. At the end of the day, yeah, you want to play winger, but you know, these top 6 clubs or anyone, you know, it's always obviously you need to buy defenders and things like that, but goals win games. This is why these clubs are buying all the time. And I wish my club could, a winger, a cam, and things like that. And at the end of the day, if you look at it away from football and what Hudson-Odoi could be and all of these sort of things, if a club, and Chelsea haven't done this, I'm just making an example. Think about it logically. If a club's obviously, if Hudson shows his ability, it's another thing. But if a club's invested 30 million euros into a winger and they've got an academy prospect, who is more likely to play and play in their favoured position? Think about it emotionlessly. Now, if Hudson-Odoi takes his chances in Disneyland stuff or any other winger, then that's completely different, people. But you get the premise of where I'm at with that. And at the end of the day, they could turn around. Obviously, they'll be zanging themselves, but they could turn around and say 10 million for Hudson-Odoi. He came free from the academy. It's a win-win for them. Kickoff is imminent, though, folks. Chelsea will kick off. Away from home, Chelsea. Come on, Salzburg. First of 2 Champions League live streams from myself, people. It's Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund, better yet. Manchester City next. Tomorrow, it will be Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. It's Camp Nou and that. Should really watch Inter in it because Inter... I don't think Inter will bottle, but if any team's going to do it, Inter could slide bottle tomorrow. You know the footballing gods might have... Oh, sorry, people. Might have Victoria Pilsen to somehow win tomorrow. Barca somehow against all the odds, activating them levers and them things there to get players. Somehow against all the odds, reach the last round of 16. Come on, Inter Milan, same way. We got agendas to run. Why is kickoff taking forever? Aubameyang's been in the centre circle for a hot second. Sterling and Pulisic wing back settings. Ref, I can't lie. I don't know what's going on, people. Aubameyang to kick off now. Finally, people. And there we have it. We finally kicked off. I can finally pattern the timestamp as well. Yeah, big up you lot tuned in, folks. As usual, a pleasure to be here. It's a draw today. Hopefully, you mean goals. As usual, as a neutral, I want entertainment. I'd love for Chelsea to lose. I want carnage. I want dodgy VAR decisions. I want penalties given away. I want handbags. I want entertainment, mate. Putting this competition on notice because let me not talk too tough, but certain gaffers do what they need to do. Put the word out. We're back. We're back in this competition, the big time. None of them Bayern Munich slappings again. If you know, you don't. Cucurella in possession, banter aside for Chelsea here, people. Raheem, Shelley, and Fraser gives it back to Cucurella. Cucurella. I wonder why you were the one to get hooked against United. Like, obviously, it was a tactical change from Potter, but you know he couldn't really take off the other duns. He knows you from the Brighton days. You can't really act up. Raheem Sterling. Throw in that will be to Salzburg. Good little tempo, man. Honestly, feel like Inter will choke. I don't want them to, but I just have this feeling, bro. When you Barca have shown, you either ask the footballing gods for forgiveness, or you know you make certain brown envelope payments, and Barca have shown they've done that. As I said, my score prediction: I have Chelsea to win 3-1, but I hope there's a surprise. I don't know, bro. In my opinion, Hudson-Odoi is just good enough. Same with Reece Nelson. No decisiveness or aggression. Yeah, and that's what I mean by the many things they need to improve. You're playing against grown men. Your pace or your skill, your trickery might not save you. Whoa. So, wow. Crazy stages here. First things first, I hope Kepa is okay. Man said Kepa. I hope the keeper is okay. Havertz is entitled to go for the ball. Speaking of brown envelopes, I have no clue what the defender was doing there. He's tried to cushion back the header. There's not enough pace on that. I don't think anybody can get in trouble. You know, Havertz is entitled to go for that. Bravery by the keeper. What the hell is that? It looked like a ball into the channel was going to come to no issues for Salzburg. But it's undercooked. The keeper's kind of read the situation. He's been brave. Both men have been brave, really. I don't know. Who is that, man? What number is that? I think that's Woba, but you're a bit, or Bernardo or something. I don't know. I need to see the number. I can't lie. Yeah, it is Bernardo. That was booky from him. Bravery from Havertz, bravery from the keeper. Both men on their feet. Everyone good. Lucky there. Knee to the head. WWE said, I hope he's all right. It'll be a shame for him, you know, conning goal to have to. Well, I think he might play on. Obviously, I hope he's all right. But this is what players live for, isn't it? To play in the biggest competitions. Typically, my box just zanged on the kickoff, missing all the good stuff. You might have to holler the technical done, pattern that up, man. I need my Dortmund boys to do a job tomorrow. Boy, tomorrow? Ain't that today? Making me paro. But yeah, Salzburg have a throw-in on this left-hand side, people. It's taken. It's headed by Chalobah of Chelsea. Be another opportunity for Salzburg to have a throw-in. Graham Potter acting brand new, man. He's got the turtleneck jacket combo. Come a long way from the tracksuit days and Ostersons and that. Boy. After seeing that, Chelsea are definitely winning today. Crazy. I don't know what that is, Shemaz. Let's see some passes. Chelsea in possession. It's gone out. KG start opening 4 minutes, people. Smash the like button if you haven't. I mean, Okafor's got the single plats and the shape up. He's dressed for the occasion. Let's see if there's any ability there, big man. Throw into Salzburg. They've gone long this time. Once again, it's given straight back to Chelsea. Pulisic, blind pass, and it's given back to Salzburg. They go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Nice to see the keeper's all right. You know, it's important that Salzburg capitalize on being the home team, get settled early, get some passes going, and they look to be doing exactly that. Well, curse to the commentator, giving it, yeah, you man are losing today still. Keep giving it back to Chelsea. Kovacic glides past 1, 2, finds, I believe, Aubameyang. Aubameyang can't do the intricate play. He gets finessed. Salzburg live in danger. Yeah, just because of how you lot are moving, you're out. Gallagher's tried to find Aubameyang, it ain't worked. Yeah, there's goals here for Chelsea if they won it. I can't lie, man. I'm standing by my 3-1 Chelsea. Just because Salzburg seem to be going to sleep anytime one of their centre-halves have it. You're doing this within the first 5 minutes. What are you going to do in the last when there's tied legs? Offside here, and it'll be a free kick for Chelsea. Or to me, but maybe that's what Salzburg need to do. Put the balls into the channels. Sky Sports do 6 predictions each week. If you get them all correct, 250 winning. I won't get them all correct, man. So it's best I stay away from that. Kepa's found Cucurella. Jorginho gives it back to his goalkeeper. Chelsea looking to play out from the back. Chalobah. Good passage of play here. Gallagher, you might mess it up. But he's fouled, to be fair to you. So, yeah, still 0-0 in this opening exchanges, people. Not too much to scream and shout about already. Kepa once again in possession, folks. Where's my water? I'm mad Thursday. Jorginho. Kepa. Chelsea aiming to take the sting out of the game for Salzburg in case they were fired up. Kepa's got other ideas. He's tried to go direct. Havertz can't get onto it. Gallagher sweeps up the seconds. Look like he wants to be fouled. Good bit of play from Conor Gallagher, really. He's found Pulisic. Kovacic had the right idea, but it's cannoned off a Salzburg man. It has trickled out on this left-hand side to Sterling. How many times have we seen Sterling look to do that? He's tried to pass. He's fallen to Aubameyang. I don't know what Aubameyang was trying to do there. It felt like if he just controlled it, he could have got an effort away. It didn't bang. And Salzburg have dealt with the first threat, but it's looking like there's goals here for Chelsea if they remain patient. Havertz. Gallagher. Do you rate Havertz? Yeah, but it's got to the point you got to start giving me something to work with, bro. Pulisic puts the ball into the box. Salzburg deal with it initially. Overplaying. That's not a foul. That is not a foul. And number 27, the ref, I can't say his name, but the French lad who they bought from St. Etienne, he's lucky. He's initially swept up well. I didn't see it. It might be more of a foul than I thought, Pulisic, but looked like he just got waxed. And quite lucky there. Salzburg look a bit intimidating and a bit scared. They started quite positive, but since that little stoppage, which weren't that long, I don't know. Seems like there's a nervousness creeping through their side. Hopefully they score. Okafor. Oi. Okay, did you complete it? You completed it. A little bit of trickery there. It was kind of dead in the long run. It'll be a throw into Salzburg, but a little backheel flip. And his teammates tried to get in possession, but Chelsea have dealt with it. Sterling to Cucurella. I mean, it weren't the most convincing from Chelsea. And speaking of unconvincing, as great as Kovacic is, probably don't want him to be, overdoing it in possession there. And the threat isn't dead. And through sheer persistence, Salzburg have earned a throw-in, people. Man said throw in a corner. Apologies. Hopefully they can flip this on its head immediately. I was telling him get someone different at this point. I hear that. I think Havertz's problem is what a lot of these footballers, a lot of them, what is he? Like, I've seen him play false 9, 10, winger. He can play in midfield easily. He's a very intelligent player. He's got the physical capabilities as well. But what are you? Like, can do everything, but what are you first? In swinging corner from Salzburg, people. It's a good delivery. Oh, no one can make any contact. It's swept clear by Chelsea. Oh, it's cleared all the way to a fellow Salzburg man, and he's giving it back. Come on, pull it back in there, man. Decent little knock again. Kepa's able to unopposedly grab that. Do you think Spurs lose to Sporting? I hope so, but I wouldn't bet money on it. I can't. I'd love to see it. Hope Tottenham Hotspur can lose as many games as possible, man. But yeah, man, Conte probably, going to threaten them a bit too much. Thiago Silva has found his younger centre-back partner and teammate in Chalobah. Raheem Sterling and Conor Gallagher playing a neat 1-2. It's now back here with Kepa. First time to Thiago Silva. He's left it for Cucurella. Dangerous from Cucurella there. Jorginho gives it back to his keeper. I mean, that's why these lot of professional footballers have to back themselves. Chelsea committed to playing out from the back here. Kepa probably tried to be a bit too cute, and Salzburg have plucked it. Is there an offside there? I'm not too sure. You'd imagine the flag eventually is up. I thought there would have been an offside flag there. Okafor maybe could have done better. Be a corner for Salzburg, but overplaying there from Chelsea. Bit too nonchalant there from Kepa. You can see what he tried to do. He tried to knock it to Conor Gallagher. It's been read and intercepted. Probably Okafor needed to just shoot with his left peg there and ask a question. But he didn't opt for that. Smash the like button if you haven't, people. Corner kick to Salzburg. 10 minutes in. A terrible corner. Cleared by Chelsea. Terrible. Terrible. Salzburg looked to pull it back in the mixer. It's knocked into this left-hand channel. That was a good, decent ball in, but it ain't banked. I think he can only play in the front two, but it's not working out at Chelsea. I hear that. But I like him as a footballer, though. And I mean, you say it's not working out at Chelsea, and I somewhat agree because he's, hardly doing what he had the potential be next Ozil and them things, but he's a Champions League winner, isn't it? So just from that's 90-odd million well spent. Scored the winner as well. Looked like Chelsea were in trouble there, but Cucurella's on the scene. Kepa. 10 minutes in, nothing of note, really, people. Pardon me. Chalobah into the channels, finds Conor Gallagher. Gallagher touch kind of killed him there. Well, he kept possession. It's cleared. Chelsea just struggling in the last couple of moments to get out their half, really. And they've presented it back to Salzburg, who, it's not good enough there. Bit nervy from both sides, both sides out drinking. Like, first touches are baggy, overdoing the passing, gifting possession back to the opposition cheaply. Cucurella needs to cut his hair because he's playing like he's blind right now. Like he can't see anything. Kepa, anyways, clears it. But again, Kepa's kick has found the Salzburg man. You wouldn't think this is a Champions League match between two, top division sides at the moment based on how some guys are playing. Salzburg in possession, aiming to knock it down the channel. Good play, really. It's been red. That's a foul, ref, evidently. Good interception by Chalobah, and he looked to try and advance play in an attacking sense for Chelsea, but he was stopped in his tracks. What's Chelsea's formation? It was a 3 at the back, lad. This is horrible football. It's not the worst. Perisic. When man said Perisic, Pulisic. Thought he was fouled there. Ref don't agree. It'll be a throw-in for Chelsea, however. That's probably what you want from a Chelsea perspective. Someone just running at people, provoking havoc. Good tackle, really. Appreciative to you lot tuned in, folks. Cucurella. Thiago Silva. He's found Trevor Chalobah this time, people. Quite a decent player, little calm player, and they get, but because of the commentator, Chelsea have had their pocket picked again. Salzburg aimed to put a ball into the box. Surely too much zing on that. It will go all the way out for a left-hand sided throw-in for Chelsea. Looking like Chelsea might need to concede to wake up, which I hope is the case. I'm sorry, people, man. They changed this flavored water, but I love it. It's a shame it's over now. Cucurella throw in. It's met by a Salzburg head. Conor Gallagher, courageous player. Strong from him. Good play from him. Thought he was fouled. Is it a foul for him? Surely he gets a free kick. Evening, DG. I think 2-0 Chelsea. Yeah, it might be. I mean, I'm a bit unclear based on what the TV is showing me, but surely Conor Gallagher has won a free kick there, and he has actually. Chelsea in possession, and he's stat man again. This time on the right hand side. Conor Gallagher, Pulisic. What did Perisic do to me? Why am I so onto him? Pulisic, people. Thiago Silva, Cucurella says, yeah, gets the ball. What can he do? Finds Raheem Sterling. Baggy first touch, and Chelsea have given it away. It's horrible, really, ain't it? Really. It's not really the best of games. Another throw-in. Well, appreciate you lot, man. Not quite the Champions League game he's hoping for. Hopefully there's goals in this game, people. Hopefully. Chelsea back in possession here. Kai Havertz. Kovacic. Cucurella. Taught never to play it across goal in dangerous areas, but he's done it and it's worked. Chalobah's played it first time to Conor Gallagher. He's also done well. Pulisic's touch is horrible and he's sold Gallagher short, and Salzburg are back with the ball. What can happen here? Salzburg's Okafor. I got on. This could be decent. The final ball. You got to hit the target, lad. Hit the target, lad. That's positive, lad. Shukic. He saw his name in lights. I thought he was going to look to pass it. He should have passed it. He went for glory. And Thomas Partey be proud of that. You know, if you're somewhere in Austria, that's landed in your back garden. I thought the football was dead I thought the dead football was all Tuchel, but it seems like it's still around. I mean, I swear Tuchel's got a famous quote. We got the same problems because we got the same players. Aubameyang, who allegedly used to play for Arsenal and he's lost the ball. You play for Arsenal with that touch? Find it funny to believe, mate. I don't know, yeah. Who's that? Dortmund City should be the game to watch. Both teams playing well at the moment. Listen, the last game was lit, and we will be doing a watch along for such people. If you're on YouTube, it's pinned to the live message. 7:40 seconds. I've pasted it here as well. Long ball forward. Okafor loses out to Thiago Silva. Kovacic has found Cucurella. Cucurella's found Raheem Sterling. This is meaty for the neutrals. Cucurella. I can't lie, man. Since this Cucurella joined Chelsea, you're looking a bit basic. Like, now that you're around better players and respectfully to Brighton and Brighton at the time and around, like, obviously I'm watching Chelsea a lot more than I've always watched Brighton, respectfully. You're a decent player, but you look a bit meaty, like, in some aspects. 60 million quid. Mazza. Another throw-in for Salzburg on this right-hand side. Man said, Seckle with Dortmund playing well. We've not been as good as we should so far. Humble. To me, this Chelsea DNA is to defend, so it will take time. I hear that. Shout out Potter, unfortunately, will get them playing well. Ball into the box is horrible. It's not helped his teammate, but it's not dead for Salzburg. Yes, it is, man, because you saw Conor Gallagher and got scared. It's over. That was horrible. Anywho, unfortunately, people, it is still 0-0. Probably. See, he probably would have looked a lot more lit at City, but what I'd say, City wanted Jorginho, Fred, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Cucurella. Some of these signings have been better than others, but could you say potentially bullets have been dodged? If I'm harsh, should I say Harry Kane as well? Agendas and that, because they would have loved to take Kane, but it all worked out. Waiting one more year, innit? Do Haaland there. Thiago Silva's found Cucurella. One thing I rate about Cucurella, though, I like, true fullback attire with the socks and that. Kovacic. None of this low socks nonsense. Shout out the low socks done, but nah, man. Fullback settings. Well, left side centre back for today. Kovacic. Ooh, that's a yellow card. Ref swept him. What football team do you support? Rangers. Charge. I don't know about go Chelsea and that. DG, who would you take, McKennie or Dewsbury Hall? Dewsbury Hall, but I actually think Dewsbury Hall does what it says on the tin sort of player, but he's actually decent. I don't really like McKennie. He's not a bad player, but if he signed, he wouldn't be the worst signing, but it's like the Tyler Adams type. Movers broke down once again for Chelsea. Goal kick for Salzburg. Nothing really to talk about based on this 18 and a half minutes, people. Is it Rangers? Who's right back, Sterling or Perisic? Pulisic. Again, Perisic, what did you do to me? Two on these Spurs players. Sterling's on the left-hand side. Rangers are playing to now, man. Come on, man. I'm an Arsenal fan, mate. Clues kind of in the name, like, not be funny. I can't exactly care. You look alright, though, man. We're coming for our annual Stamford Bridge free point now. Let me stop. Stay humble. Humbleness in life is what is required at all moments. Smash the like button if you haven't already, folks. Conor Gallagher, Thiago Silva, Cucurella, Jorginho. At least if Reece James was playing, he played some sick passes and that. Trevor Chalobah looks to advance things forward for Chelsea. Pulisic, Conor Gallagher. Not gonna lie, you got something against us soccer people. No way Dewsbury's better. I ain't got nothing against you lot, man. Please don't do all of that. You asked me who would you take. I'd rather Dewsbury Hall, man. They're sick American ballers, man. I'll take the Leeds, the regen looking brother. Harrison or something. Come on. If we just band it on over North America, come on. Alphonso Davies and that. Cucurella. Kovacic is the João Felix of Chelsea. Bit harsh. That's how I feel about Bentancur at Spurs. Jorginho. Yeah, I take him. He needs to improve a lot, but yeah, he's decent. Cucurella, Aubameyang, I don't know him. Foul again, Kovacic. You know, he's definitely got a few cuts and bruises and that, man. He's been fouled a number of times. Quality player. Real Madrid can't have any regrets, and I won't say they missed Kovacic, but he was there in it. He should still be there. What about Dest? Now, do you know what? Dest is less rubbed than I thought. He's doing all right, but McKennie is class. I'll take your word for it, man. Come on, don't know. Come on. I believe you, man. Now, Dest is a lot better than I thought. Do you know, I wouldn't take him at Arsenal, but do you know who I like as well? What's that? You don't even think he's playing at Marseille anymore. Is it De La Fuente? DG, would you take Harvey Barnes at Arsenal? Meant to ask you earlier. He seems like as if he can chip in with a few goals, playing well in a struggling Leicester team. Yeah, I would. But there's not enough drip. I can't lie, Graham, man. There's not enough. I need some Brazilian or something, man. A little bit of flavour. Showstopper. But I like Harvey Barnes, man. Knows the league, English and that. Can get better. But how much are Leicester going to ask, man? And he looks like the type to just stay at Leicester for life, man. Does love a dramatic goal as well. Decent guy. Chelsea are super mid. Harsh. These are some champion, unfortunately, even though I want to co-sign, but there's some Champions League winners out there. Kovacic, Gallagher, Chalobah. I don't think you can put exciting football in Chelsea in the same sentence anytime soon, but Graham can get them man popping. If he can get them Brighton Duns playing ball, we can get some of these guys playing ball. There's probably still the defensive muscle memory within this team. Kovacic. I could never question Graham Potter, but based on what I'm seeing, could they have gambled with the back four today in hindsight? And they still could. But yeah, Trossard deluded. But apparently it is the last year of his deal with the option of another year. So it's one maybe till summer. I'd have him in the squad, but his comments, when he was asked about Chelsea and Arsenal interest, he was sat there and saying, I don't want to be on the bench. But Chelsea could be in there. Havertz should have pulled the trigger. Kovacic pulled the trigger. He scored. Well, hey, Kovacic, left foot Lengers. It looked like, again, Salzburg sleeping defensively. Finished right, Kovacic. Quality player. Changed the game off the bench against Man United and played a big part as to why they probably got a point there, excluding VAR in that. But Chelsea have drawn first blood. He's known for a lot of things. I don't think goal scoring is one of them. I wonder how many goals he's actually scored for Chelsea. Chelsea draw first blood. And if you're Graham Potter, you're saying, let's wake up now, boys. Assistance from Pulisic and Conor Gallagher. Initially, it was a very good ball into the box, whipped ball in by Gallagher. I don't know what that defender was doing. It's like he's tried to head it. It's hit his heel. They've not cleared their lines. It looked like the chance might just die. Havertz wanted one touch too many. Good tackle. That's the only good thing from Salzburg. The rebound has fell to Kovacic. He's caressed it with his left peg into the net. And Chelsea have drawn first blood. Keeper rooted to the spot. Crazy. And there's been a number of times. That's his first goal in 5 games, so he might be a lot more prolific than given credit for, but than I've given him credit for. But yeah, Chelsea have drawn first blood, people. Horrible defending. What is your name? Simon Smith. DG type finish. Come on. What do you feel Dewsbury Hall does better than McKennie? I don't have an issue that you don't rate him. I just think you need to watch him consistently. I watch Juventus quite a lot. I'm not moved by either player. I just would rather Dewsbury Hall. Gallagher gets excited after seeing Kovacic, wins a corner, but yeah, weren't adapting. Like I said, McKennie's better than given credit for. He works hard. He's tenacious. I do like how he's strong in the tackle. Okay, technically, just not moved. You can be part of the squad. You can play right back. You can be used to centre mid and that, but maybe. I would love Kovacic at Arsenal. I was so mad they loaned him and we loaned Saliba. Wait, I'm even mad. Ceballos a year later. I'm even mad. I can't pronounce that. But yeah. But Chelsea have drawn first blood. Man down for Salzburg. I mean, Salzburg, on occasion, they've shown they can get forward and put moves together, but they look shook defensively, man. I don't think Havertz fouled the lad. What was that? What defending was that? He needs to have a word with himself. What was that? Completely mistimed his header, and he's got a, this Pelovic guy. He needs to lie and say he done that on purpose because it did look wavy, but it was silly. But what a finish by Kovacic. He's amazed. Don't even know how he did it. He's that man. With that, Chelsea are top of the group. Salzburg are second. AC Milan are probably hoping Chelsea could do them a favour. Zagreb mathematically are not ruled out either. Gallagher will take this corner for Chelsea. 25 minutes in, Chelsea 1, Salzburg 0. Courtesy of a fantastic first-time left-footed effort by Kovacic. Smash the like button if you haven't, people. Corner to Chelsea. It's 2-0. Oh, great save. Great save. I thought it was 2. It's not. Salzburg cleared their lines. I spoke too soon. He cleared it to Cucurella. It's put first time in by Thiago Silva. See the idea, it didn't bang. Chelsea's time to up the pressure cooker. Salzburg claiming for a foul. That's a Saar foul. Great save by the Salzburg goalkeeper. To be honest with you, I thought it was 2. Aubameyang, I can't. We got to be shameless and say it would have been an own goal. Aubameyang's headed it. Has looked like it's touched the Salzburg man, but the keeper saved it. I wish I was deluded as you, Gooner. If only had a pound for every time I heard that, mate. Chelsea have made 180 passes. Salzburg just 32. Chelsea have 73% of the ball. Salzburg just 27. Chelsea have the stat that matters, which is 3 points at this moment in time, winning 1-0. Raheem Sterling has lost the ball unnecessarily. Not the most exciting of games, people, as you lot could probably tell. Appreciative to you lot tuned in regardless, though. Cucurella. Leicester City tomorrow. Leicester City, Manchester City on Saturday. Man, what do you watch along for that? I think McKennie can become an all-action midfielder and he'd be great in the Xhaka role. I can be biased, but I think McKennie would eat in the Xhaka role. I hear you. Like, yeah, definitely. Well, I get what you mean by all-action. He's a decent player, man. Thank you for the squad. But not moved necessarily by Drewsbury either. But I'd love Drewsbury. Kind of hope the rumours with McKennie aren't real. But have you seen Arsenal squad there? Salzburg trying to go forward. Aubameyang doing some defending. It's actually worked out. Chalobah clears his lines, throw in to Salzburg on this left-hand side. I mean, I don't know where this manager dressed for the occasion. Boy, wasted them clothes on a rubbish event, really, because your team's not showed up. Maybe put the tracksuit back on. Do something. Throw into Salzburg. Chelsea have defended. Oh, someone got ripped. Someone got nutmegged, but it didn't come to anything. Everyone's just doing accidental things right now between both these teams. Like, people are not clearing their lines properly. People are not taking a first touch. Everyone's ballooning the ball. He can, not in a defensive mid role, Charlie, but he can play as like the deepest midfielder receiving the ball. But nah, man, long term, I hope at 8. Them sort of things, man. Trevor Chalobah gives away possession, really. Salzburg gone back to their keeper. Still 1-0 to Chelsea. Long goal kick by the goalkeeper. Is that going to get there? That was a good ball. Put first time. Oh. Salzburg look like they're actually trying now. Chelsea having some sustained pressure once again. To be fair, there was a little moment where Chelsea underwent this prior to scoring, but Salzburg just haven't been confident enough. Okafor. You got a little trickery and good technical level, but I'm not moved. Pulisic has possession and he can get Chelsea up the field. Appeals for a foul. Ref says no. Or in fact, he does. Good foul to win in that case for Pulisic. And it is a foul. Wobber's holding him, doing everything but winning the football. Can't blame him, Pulisic, quite quick. Wouldn't want to, pardon me, play against him as a fullback, to be fair with you. Human rights activist detained in Qatar after staging LGBT plus protest. Right. Emirates taking over at Villa. Man United's Cristiano Ronaldo has returned back to trading. VAR. I ain't seen the highlights to West Ham Bournemouth, but West Ham are up to 10th. Apparently, Bournemouth had something booky going on in that game. Conor Gallagher, Pulisic, Gallagher goes home to Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah finds Thiago Silva. I mean, Kepa's not had nothing to do. Chelsea are winning at this moment in time to top the group. So far, so good. And no one's injured. So, Potter can only deal with what's in front of him. But 15 minutes from time, this is probably what he, if you offer him this, he'd take it back on the plane from Austria to England. I don't know who Chelsea got in the weekend, but focus for them. DG, what's the best goal you've ever seen with my own eyes or in football? For me, Kovacic loses it. Trevor Chalobah, because the best goal is probably something Henry did. I would say for me, probably Henry volley against United for me. But at the same time, if you're not talking necessarily like what they did, smacked it from 30 yards, 40. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo, Man United against Porto Champions League many years ago. He had no right shooting from 40 yards. Wee. But I'd say favourite goals for me, or most dramatic goals, or goals I think are the best. I'm an Arsenal fan, so Henry's return goal against Leeds. Henry's goal against Real Madrid 06. I can't remember the year, but Lionel Messi, Barcelona in the Champions League. Chelsea could be in here. Shai Havertz, good pass. He's found Aubameyang. Hey! Aubameyang's managed to mess it up. Aubameyang, like I said, I don't know who this guy is. Apparently, he played for Arsenal, St. Etienne. He's captained his country and them sort of things. He's won FA Cup, but it should be 2-0 to Chelsea. It's very unselfish play by Havertz and that. But yeah, Champions League a couple of years ago. I say a couple. Probably like 010 or something, 09. I don't remember, but Real Madrid were playing Barcelona in the Champions League, and it's the eve of half time. I remember it vividly because I had football training and football was done at Power League, and we went in to watch the game where the bar is, in it. And it's almost the edge of half time. Messi's on like the right hand side, where next to the goal. Seems like nothing's really gonna happen, innit? He's just dribbled past couple man and just kind of like just like a weak-footed right-foot effort that just trickled in. So yeah, man. Cristiano Ronaldo 40 yards against Porto though. Kovacic, the goal scorer in possession. Cucurella, Kovacic, Conor Gallagher. I like Gallagher, man. He's a bit scrappy in that, piano pusher, but works hard in that, man. Puts a shift in, and he's got a tech. Defensive 10 in that. Serious memory lane. Hey, gotta say mine as well. Come on, yeah, man. My thing as well. 100%. Ski, my lad. Shout the wind as well, probably help, but come on, man. The audacity. I'm up there for Puskas, man. Hey, Giroud scored a couple of madnesses as well, man. Jorginho's clipped it over the top. He's found Raheem Sterling. He has, and it'll be a throw into Chelsea, though. Wait. DG, would you be mad if would you be mad if in Jan Lokonga was sold, Milinkovic, Savic brought, and Patino recalled for depth? No. I don't want Lokonga necessarily sold. Unless Patino's going to play, I'd rather him stay on loan. Good passage of play by Salzburg here. And they're forward. Chelsea have 4 back. Salzburg have 4 forward. Okafor. Let's see if you're the truth. Meaty done, man. Meaty. But this guy's meaty, man. All I see him doing these highlights. I'm like, kid. I could be a rapper. He's meaty, man. Seen enough, man. He's meaty, man. Right, you could be lit in the future, but meaty. Speaking of meaty, Aubameyang, I don't know how he hasn't scored that, Good save by the keeper, but it's more a poor finish. I don't know how he hasn't scored that. Aubameyang. It really is Aubameyang, blood. Anyways, Conor Gallagher. Oh, can Perisic, complete the rip? No, that would have been a fantastic bit of trickery. Salzburg man's done very well. Salzburg again, losing it cheaply. Chelsea in possession. Kovacic, oh, this is why he's an elite baller. I thought he was going to get robbed of possession there. Keeps it moving. Raheem Sterling on his left-hand side. What can he do? Has he found Havertz? He has. And where is this third Chelsea man arriving? It looked like it just needed someone to score. No one following in. It weren't the best of passes as well. What about who against who? I don't know, bro. I didn't see that goal. David Bentley, I never saw that. I allowed Danny Rose because Danny Rose scored a good goal against us. And when I used to work at Spurs, he was a cool guy. Colin Gallagher. Then again, Bale. Havertz, header, keeper. Oh, keeper scruffs it, but he saves it. I can't. Was it Jogba against Everton? I wouldn't. Speaking of Chelsea, Jogba scored a lot against us. Was it against Everton? I think Chelsea were wearing a white away kit and Jogba had cane rolls, whatever year it was before the perm thing, or it was the perm thing. He had blue vapors. I think he scored a banger. See some good goals, really, now that I actually think about it. I liked Arshavin against Blackburn many years ago. Obviously, Ramsey, Wilshere, Van Persie's got some. Or just anything Henry's done against United, Liverpool, Spurs, everybody. Drogba used to bully, man, for Norwich. He bullied the youngest. He's bullying Ahmed Traore and that. It's Uncle Drogba. He's my guy, but I have to slander him. He's bullying the youngest, man. Theo Walcott and that. Lewis Hamilton and that. That's dead. Now that we got some real savage ones out here, he can't party out here. Whatever Drogba says, your son says he rather Henry in it. Oh, Trevor Chalobah didn't get finessed. He could have got ripped there. Good defending. I like Chalobah, man. Okafor's meaty, man. I can't lie. He's meaty, man. He's meaty, man. He needs a couple years. Look, meaty step overs, man. Dead touch, meaty. This guy's meaty, man. Look, Chalobah just lean on, man. Just shepherd it out. Kepa have the ball. There's your throw in. Meaty. He's meaty, man. Rosicki scored some bongers. Wilshere Giroud scored some serious highlights as well. Really. Theo scored. Theo's thing was scruffy, but he scored some decent goals for us. That was terrible by Kepa. So the best goal that I think never stood, the best goal I've ever seen that never stood. Remember many years ago, I think who was it? Was it Tom Carroll or something? Someone like that in goal for United. Pedro Mendes banged it from the halfway line. It went in. These VAR weren't about in it. He done the right thing. He clocked it's in the back of the net. Let me dash it out quickly. Fully legit goal. Javi Alonso scored a couple halfway lines. Really easy as well. Free kick to Chelsea, people. Potter applauds it for some reason. Giroud against West Ham. Bergkamp versus Leicester. The one he pulled down and half volleyed, that's lit. Or Bergkamp versus Argentina in the 98 World Cup, lit. More Arsenal promotion. Red Bull looking like they're going to win 4-1. Maybe, hope so, but right now it's 1-0 Chelsea. Not too long to go before half-time. Don't forget we're watching Dortmund City. Kepa. Havertz can't get his head on that. Salzburg throw. Giroud Scorpion kick. Can't even lie, man. Was it Son against West Ham or something? He danced past the whole team. That has to be there as well. We see some good goals in football, man. Ronaldo, Portsmouth. Alexis against City. Wilshere against City that season. Alexis Aston Villa final. I saw that goal live with my own eyes. No, best ever goal. I see Neymar do some mad stuff as well, but Santi Cazorla, FA Cup final. I have to, bro, that's my guy, man. That is my guy. Santi Cazorla, you are my guy. I'm getting chills. First 20 minutes, done so much to get here. The tickets aren't exactly cheap. I have to sit in the whole fans. How the game goes. They're 2-0 up. It's looking mad. It's looking mad. I really thought, wow, you lot maybe paid to watch FA Cup final with my own eyes, and this is what we're going to do. End the trophy drought. This is how we're going to do it. And I remember looking at Santi Cazorla, the diminutive Spaniard. He put the ball down and he lenged it. So shout out to him. Salzburg drag an effort wide. Positive, but it's not enough, man. Kudjegard, from what I hear, he's decent technically. Not move me in this 40 minutes. Gave me hope, man. I wish I could say Coquelin scored, man. He's the one guy I would have loved to have seen score for Arsenal, man. If he has scored, I can't remember it, but he's the one guy I was rooting for. Since Chelsea's here, don't you remember when Makalele took a penalty one time and they all clapping the back of his head and applauding his effort? So yeah, man. Benzema got shagged in that record. Bale's in the, I want to say Copa del Rey. Was it Bartra? There was no need to do that to Bartra. Man ran off the pitch. That's where Bartra went wrong. He should have just taken the red card. Why are you trying to keep up with Bell? Foul him. Dive into him. Every fullback, Sunday League fullback knows that's a survival tactic. Sometimes they know they don't keep up, run into the person, put them off. Someone from a corner, if someone's taking a header and they're taller than you, they're going to make it jump into them. So they think, oh, crap, his elbow's going to get me. And he might close his eyes or something. Raheem Sterling fouled there, ref. Ref says, forget all of that. I'm here to see a contest. Salzburg have given it back to Chelsea. No worries, though. Podolski against Montpellier. Hey. Madison and Tossart would be good signings for us. Yeah, but it's going to cost some peas, bro. Kepa, has he found his man? Havertz flicks it on. Meady. Salzburg back in possession. Salzburg terrible on the ball, man. Just giving it away. And Gallagher's mopped up. Raheem Sterling, a bit too passive in the Chelsea shirt. He's found Kovacic, who looked like he was going to get slid the hell out of the game. Sterling, Chelsea keep possession. I mean, 4 minutes until half-time. No one, I hope so, because I'm an Arsenal fan, but no one from a Chelsea perspective needs to do anything stupid. And you go into half-time 1-0 up. Trevor Chalobah, Jorginho. Oh, caught him late. It is a foul, mate. I have to be fair. Unfortunately, you did foul your man. You know you did. Unfortunately, it's still 1-0 to Chelsea. Well, Kanye West got cut by Adidas. Boy, dog. Should have kept your mouth shut, boy. Playing dangerous games with dangerous folks. Cunha goal versus Leverkusen. Cunha's decent, a bit hot and cold, but he's decent. Did he rip? Someone got ripped. He's Brazilian, so I hope someone got ripped. Speaking of Brazilians, Thiago Silva. Can't wait. Thiago Silva, December 2022. The 20th of December 2022. The revolution will be televised, people. Just wait on it. Gallagher. Pulisic. Trevor Chalobah almost sold short there. Yeah, but apparently there were some rumors on social media that the easy thing is still running. Like, that brand is still running. So what? He's got if his lawyers did the right thing, there's got to be some peas there. Is it because sometimes what I've clocked when these lot do their cutting ties, is it a clean cut or is it is cut to the public but fine print? Because you can quickly change the name to Joe Blogs. He's still getting ran his money. He's not the face of it again. Kovacic, anyways. Gallagher's fouled there, and it's unneeded. I'm not gonna lie. You could probably go through the Salzburg team and see the bulk of them are young players. If that, and if you're not, question marks, because they're just doing silly things. No need to foul Gallagher. The touch is horrible. You stand up and it's calm. You then pulling him. Chelsea have had 5 shots, 4 on target, and obviously they're winning 1-0. There's been 5 shots on total between both sides. 4 of them are in on target. 4 of them are in Chelsea's favour. 1 to Salzburg. Salzburg have had 4 shots. They've made 110 passes to Chelsea's 348 so far, people. So yeah, and they've actually had more corners. Sterling, Havertz saying offside. Why did Havertz leave that? It should be 2-0. Aubameyang, I can't even get agenda for that. Is that Havertz thought he's offside? Let's see the replay. That he looked like he was initially offside, but it came back into play. Good play by Chelsea. Aubameyang and also Sterling. Yeah, do you know what? Havertz is smart. He knew he was offside still. Fair enough, Havertz. Good play by Chelsea. It would have been a team goal right off the training ground. But yeah, man, what's going on where the other Champions League games are concerned? No games. 0-0 between Sevilla and Copenhagen. Crazy. Later, it's 1-0 here to Chelsea, with it being the eve of halftime. PSG, Maccabi Haifa later. We're watching Dortmund City, people, live from 7:40. It's Dynamo Zagreb, AC Milan, Benfica, Juventus, Celtic, Shakhtar Donetsk, Leipzig, Real Madrid. So the Red Bull teams are in action. Inter Milan, Victoria Pilsen tomorrow. Club Brugge, Porto tomorrow. Frankfurt, Marseille. Barca, Bayern, which we're doing a watch along. Salzburg in possession here. Got out of that one, luckily. The ball's been knocked into the channels. Foul given for Cucurella. You got Ajax Liverpool. I was considering doing that one, to be fair with you, but Barca got something to play for. You'd imagine Liverpool are through, but Liverpool are just not really the most consistent of sides right now. So is what it is. Napoli, Rangers, Atletico, Leverkusen, Sporting versus Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, Champions League. Have you seen the new Netflix documentary trailer FIFA Uncovered, basically baiting the dodgy thing in FIFA? Crazy, bring it. 1 minute of added on time, people. Will the scoreline stay at 1-0? Salzburg, last attacking move. Okafor gave nothing to work with. Nothing to work with there. Yeah, Salzburg just not good enough in the final third, man. Sterling wins the header. Aubameyang in a foot race. Doesn't get there. And that, 20 seconds technically. I would have thought that would have been it for the first half. Appreciative to you lot tuned in across YouTube and Twitch, folks. Four minutes. 4 seconds. A man said 4 minutes. Ref, that's it, no? Havertz glides past his man. Surely that's the end of that. Havertz goes back in again. Oh, to be fair, Chelsea might make something happen here. This should be a goal. That's a great save. I can't lie. I can't hate. I can hate on Chelsea. I can't hate on good football. Very good football by Chelsea. They're sourcing now. Why did you save this for 2 minutes? And the corner won't happen. Cute little flicks from Sterling and Aubameyang. Kovacic sponsoring the works. Fair enough. They weren't doing that on the Tuchel. Potter's reeled in his little stuff in there and he's still unbeaten. Yes, Sepp Blatter's on the Gambino thing, man. Chelsea are winning a goal to 0, folks. So, yeah, it is what it is in that regard. I'll be back in a second. Let me go downstairs and get a new drink, people. But, yeah, Chelsea are winning 1-0. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I'll be back in just a second, people.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
Back again, folks. Back again, back again, back again, back again. Hey, boiling in here, man. Take off the hoodie time. Why does the mic keep doing funny things? Why does the mic keep doing funny things? But yeah, it's half time, people. Anyways, Chelsea have what they need. You know, I guess unfortunately, you know, I don't want them to, but from a Chelsea point of view, it's just about remaining professional. If you can score some more goals, obviously score some more goals, but don't concede. You know, you keep doing what you're doing. They top the group. They're doing what they need to do. From Salzburg, just don't think they have the quality. I think they've shown. It's not like they're just sitting back and letting Chelsea rip them, but towards the end of that half, Chelsea put together some lovely, good attacking moves, really. The popping the 1-2s round the corner. And as there starts to be tired legs, there's probably going to be even more naivety from Salzburg in that regard. Not good enough in the final third on the rare occasion that they've got there. But saying that, I don't think they've been terrible. They've been positive in some, lacking quality in others, giving the ball away way too cheaply, consistently to Chelsea. There arguably should have been a goal in the first opening moment. Aubameyang should have had a goal as well, I feel. You know, good little passage of play. Salzburg got to thank their lucky stars that it's only 1-0. And, you know, from a Chelsea perspective, if I was Potter, I'd be saying it's been a 5-6 out of 10 so far. Quality effort by Kovacic. Can we just go up the gears? You know, keep a clean sheet, get the 3 points, go back to London, focused on, you know, the games at the weekend. For Salzburg, be a bit braver, man. Like, if you lose from a dem perspective, I don't think it's that deep because although, you know, we'd all have an upset, they're not playing well. Stop the time, apologies. They're not playing bad, sorry. It could be a lot worse, but they could just be a bit fearless, man. If you lose, so what? No one's going to look at you. You have a chance really to get ahead of Chelsea in the group. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I know goal difference and all of that stuff, but yeah, man, they're kind of playing like it's an assurance that they're going through as well. I'm a Chelsea supporter. What do you think the final scores will be? Come on, you Blues. I don't know about the rest of that, but sorry. Before the game, I said 3-1. I think Chelsea could score 3 goals, but I can't see Salzburg scoring. So I'm gonna say 3-0. But I'd love to do a reserve bet of 2-0 Chelsea. Because to a degree, as much as they're professional footballers, when a team is not really offering you anything, surely there's got to be an element of complacency. DG Kovacic to Arsenal for 40 million plus Vieira, would you do it? It never happened, but yeah, 100. I'm not going to lie, the Champions League group stages are fairly easy nowadays. I remember when you had to rest in the league. Yeah, that's a shout, you know. But that could happen in the latter stages, but you're right, you mentioned group stages. So, yeah. What a goal from Kovacic. Good persistence from Pulisic, but at the same time, terrible defending by Salzburg. Clear your lines. I need to go through this Salzburg team, man. What is the average age, man? Because they've shown some naiveties you can't do in the Premier League. I know number 27, the midfielder, is young, 19. You know, they just signed him from St. Etienne, as I said. Decent little player. They'll make money on him. Not ready right now, but they'll make money. Well over 24. He ain't been bad, to be fair. 21 years of age, this Palovic guy. You see, you're playing like a 21-year-old defender in the Champions League. Bernardo, 27, you might just be meaty, but you ain't done nothing. 21, Shrewald, I can't say his name. The number 14, I know about him, he's 19. And that Sukic guy can't be that old either. 20 years of age, he's actually a decent player, plays for Croatia as well. Playing like young men. And then number 9, I ain't really seen him, Adamo. He ain't done nothing today. He's been anonymous. Okafor dead. It's been meaty, man. It's meaty. This thing's been meaty. I can't lie, I think Gundo is top 5 Prem midfielders of all time. Shout out Gundogan, but yeah, man. I don't know. Oh shit, hey. Yo, John Hand, I can't lie. You got allegations still against you, my GG. You have to address that, man. I just clocked it. There were serious allegations against you in the last live stream, man. DG Napoli semi-finalists. If they maintain this form for in the domestic and the continental competition, then why not, man? Why not? Anything could happen. Didn't Bernardo play for Brighton? He might have still. The defo was one. The seedings made the Champions League groups too predictable. It's crazy now. Like the buzz has kind of gone from, oh my god, there's gonna be two mad teams. It's gone away from that. Aubameyang. Why does it keep saying the mic is unplugged? I hope you all can hear me. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Aubameyang is annoying me. Family man should have put 3 goals in by now. Can't disagree. Defo should have 1. The KU might be mid, and on a purple patch we'll have to wait and see. And I mean, I like him, but I've said it before. I don't think the amount of good games he's having and goals he's scoring and assists is probably not sustainable. Obviously, a lot of it is probably because collectively and individually they're all shining. But yeah, I like him though, man. I've seen enough to be convinced that you're a good player, man. I don't think he's one of the bookie players. Them Piontex and that. Hi DG. Hi DG. Evening chat. Quick question, DG. Are you doing a semi-final? Are you doing a stream for Barca Bayern? Yeah, you mentioned semi-final on 12. Sorry, I'm reading 2 separate things. Yeah, there it is. Shout out to the 2 people, 3 including myself, who hit the like button on YouTube for that. I just posted it, and it should be pinned to the. It might not be, because we're doing Dortmund City after this. In fact, what are the lineups for that as well? I need to get on that. Hopefully, Dortmund City is better than this time, man. Need to see Crud, Kanji, Gundogan, Haaland all returning. Bellingham potential new club, even though rumors look like it's timing for him to be at Real Madrid. So we have to see. Sparkling water, shout out me, man. Never would have thought I'd have seen this die. Man City. Might as well get ahead of the lineup sooner rather than later. Okay, it should all be out now. Oh, it's still not out. So yeah, if you're Chelsea, you just want to score some more goals, mate. For Salzburg, if you want to start scoring, it'd be great for us Chelsea haters. DG here, Balogun say he's down to play for Nigeria, as he should. He should be open to everything. Obviously, he plays for England at youth level. I'm sure he wants to get called up. He's spoken about his Nigerian and American heritage. It depends on what's viable for you, isn't it? Really. Was a bit disappointed to hear the Nketiah turned down England. Man said England turned down Ghana. You got an opportunity to go to the World Cup. And again, unless your form dramatically improves, getting called up to England is brazy, and you don't want to be a one-cup wonder. You could be part of something magical for Ghana. And I hope Lamptey and Hudson-Odoi and anyone else. Look at what Awobi's doing for Nigeria and Lookman and Bassi and all them guys, man. If he said America, I don't know for the strikers and that, but there might be an opportunity there for him as well. It's a bit like Marcelo Flores, Obviously, he's been capped by Mexico. I'm not sure if it's in an official game, though. Canada, not his club form, he's not getting in either one. But if Canada said, we'll call you up, do this thing. And Balogun says he goes, I believe, New York all the time, and he's got family there. So, pardon me, if you're the American, Nigerian, or England's already there, but if you're one of them, the people who talk to these players, engage their availability, get it done, really. For him, he just got to keep doing well for Reams, and all these things take care of itself, man. You know how these things go for all these guys. If they play week in, week out in the Prem, they're going to hold out for the England cap. If it looks rubbed, unfortunately, then they start looking at other things. Because I find it naive to imagine, you know, at 21 or so years of age, that these countries ain't hollered Balogun and kind of anything can change, but kind of know where his head's been at for the last few years or currently right now. Second half imminent, folks, where this game is concerned. Both teams back out. Obviously, Chelsea kicked off in the first half, so the second half, we're dealing with Salzburg. Now, can Salzburg come back from a goal down? Very unlikely, in my opinion, but it's only 1-0. It's not good enough. Come on, ref. Ref, everyone's ready, man. Just like in the first half, ref's on something. Fair enough to the ref, man. I'm capping on him. What's the boy Sesko been saying? He's holding bench right now, so nothing. Maybe he's carrying a knock. I don't know. And can Chelsea get a second? Salzburg could be in here. Not enough options in the box. Jorginho mops up for Chelsea. It's gone out of possession. There'll be a throw-in on this left-hand side. At some point, Salzburg have to try and be a bit fearless, man. And they're in possession here, folks. Let me actually see the lineup for Man City. Surely it's out now, man. Come on. Stay ahead of that for the next live stream. Here we go. Rada Ortega is playing. Who's that? Goalie. Fair enough. Oh, it's actually a free kick to Salzburg. Can they turn into set piece FC and make a meal of this? Guess we're going to have to wait and see. Ball delivered in. It's a good little knock. Come on, keep it down. It's still alive. Bro, Okafor is not the truth, man. What was that? Appeals for a handball, not forthcoming. Referee waves it away very quickly. They're begging him to pre-VAR. And someone for Salzburg's been booked probably because of their reaction. It looks like VAR will listen. Again, I'd have to see it again, but I don't think anything happened there. But, you know, these players might be right. They might have the right to be that aggrieved. But they are desperate to get something out of the game. And desperation is going to make you move mad. Potential penalty decision check being looked, people. I always want controversy, so I do hope there's something in it. I don't think it will be. I think the ref just went no. No. Jorginho's hitting the deck because he's been fouled way before. Oh, it's Kovacic. You've seen these shek. It's a sheg. If it's ever given that the game's gone mad, check's over. That's a sheg. You've seen them given in the Prem, but that's a sheg. Play continues, man. I like it from Salzburg. You don't ask, you don't get, but you gotta probably pay the ref an even bigger envelope for that one. He'd have to be really meaty to give that. Anyways, Chelsea could be in here. No. Salzburg have won it. Like how the second half has started, and what Salzburg can make something happen. Okafor in possession. Finally done something right. Oh, you know what? Salzburg. Oi, saucing! Oi! Chelsea got sauced! Amadou has scored. Chelsea got sauced. Oh, Lord. Chelsea got sauced. Oi! They come out on crud, whatever the gaffer has said at half time. Oi! Chelsea got sauced. Forget the goal for a sec. That is a fantastic pass. Okafor, I allow you. I have to apologize. I weren't familiar with your game, dog. You gotta prove you're the truth, though. Shout out to Icy Freeze, number 9 in that. Crazy saucing there. That was a saucing. Maybe my 3-1 shout is on. Chelsea completely done. Back 3 at 6s and 7s. Lines high. Okafor has found his man. Lovely ball into the box. Hey, the pass. It's a good finish. It's just about catching, but it's the pass. Number 39 for Salzburg. Take a bow. That's better than the finish, mate. Bandili finish, but it's calm. It's proper calm. Chelsea got sauce there. And this is why it's dangerous to not score more than one goal. Hey. Well, man's still processing what even happened. Craziest thing. Wrong. What happened? Wow, I'm elated, but tell her to put the phone away. That's damn. Wow. What can you even do with phones these days? Wow. That's why you gotta be vigilant, man. Damn. Stay vigilant out here, man. Salzburg 1, Junior Amadou. That's his first goal in 5 games. A bit like, I think that's the same exact stat that Kovacic had. It weren't quite as exquisite as Kovacic's finish, but they all count. And I don't think Salzburg fans will care. Currently 1-1. Salzburg got the bit between their teeth, playing neat little 1-2. Oh, good football again. Come on, Salzburg. I bang it. Movie settings. That was dead. Good block by Thiago Silva. And right now, Salzburg are on 7 points. Chelsea are 8. Come on, Salzburg, man. Source these youths. Aubameyang looking to start a counter-attack with Havertz. Oh, it's peak for Salzburg. Oh, that's great defending. Great defending by Bernardo. He doesn't make that tackle. It's probably 2-1. Game getting open. And I know I'd want to be wary of Pulisic, Aubameyang, Sterling, and these guys that are nippy. But I am liking the tempo. Come on, VAR, man. Give Salzburg something. Thiago Silva in possession for Chelsea. Obama who, boy? God, please, man. We need to run a gender dollar in school. Oh, Salzburg are cutting Chelsea open, but Thiago's readers of the game's elite gives it to Jorginho. I mean, you know how this game's going to end in it. Chelsea going to eventually score 2-3, but for now, it's entertaining from Salzburg. Now looking like a team playing at home. Most uncomfortable I've seen Chelsea's defenders, 51 minutes in these couple moments, Chelsea defenders have finally had to be wary when taking a million touches on the ball. Conor Gallagher, can he pick out a man? Finds Aubameyang. Aubameyang's touch is bugged. Should be able to get something on it. Corner. Between the defender and the keeper, they've done just enough to make something happen there. John Stones. Okay. Game's open, man. And as I said, you got to be wary of the break, man. Especially for these young players. They are young. There is elements of naivety. It's a good challenge, really. He mistimed that on Aubameyang his peak. Corner kick to Chelsea. Sterling to take the in-swinger. Sterling, it glides past. It's kept off the line. It should be 2-1. It's not. Great defending. Thought Conor Gallagher fouled his man here. Okafor to take him on this case. Meaty, man. Great defending by Conor Gallagher. Meaty, man. He gets his team further up the field, but he's meaty, man. Brother's meaty, man. Come on, Salzburg. Come on, Salzburg. Salzburg 1, Chelsea 1, folks. Ortega, Stones, Diaz, Ake, Cancelo, Rodri. Trevor Chalobah looking to clear his lines. Kind of balloons it, really, and it's a free-for-all. Havertz wins the header. Aubameyang can't mop up, and it's gone straight home. I don't know if that's for the keeper, but the keeper will just oblige and take on the responsibility. Pardon me. More confidence from Salzburg. Chalobah. Free header, really, for the Salzburg man. Heads it on, does poor. Jorginho's intercepted. It falls to Kovacic. What a player Kovacic is. Probably need to keep it simple and play Sterling. He's tried to find Havertz and they've been dispossessed. Sterling keeps it on for Chelsea. Good tempo to this game. Sterling, Havertz, Kovacic. Still Chelsea in possession here, folks. Rodri. Who else have we got here? Gundogan. Chelsea's Aubameyang. Asks if Rich Sterling does well, really. Is he going to find Aubameyang? No, Aubameyang has to stop the run. Jorginho finds him all good defending. Trevor Chalobah. I like Chalobah, man, because he's a guy that he's not a bad player, but he knows his limitations, man. Many footballers don't know their limitations. He just tries to do his thing. Gallagher had a good game, I felt. Pulisic. Havertz loses it cheaply. For once, they didn't foul him. Open game now. Oh, Okafor needs a better ball than that to finesse Thiago Silva, and it's here with Kepa. Kepa kicks it long. First and seconds, boys. Havertz flicks it on. Aubameyang. Great 1-2 here. Pulisic is on his bike. Oh, he can't get the shot away. Oh, he's ripped bare, man. This is a great tempo to this game. Poor from him, really. But again, Chelsea against the run of play. It should be 2-1 because Jorginho would have scored. But it's great defending by the striker, Mampadu, in the build-up to that. Vital in both ends. That's probably more worthy of a career highlight sort of thing than the goal. Thought he was fouled there. Ref doesn't agree. Chelsea in possession. Rodri, Gundogan, Foden, Bodinho, Kepa in possession. Way. At least we've been treated to 2 goals at the very least. Poor play from both teams. They can see that Kepa's gone long. Can't find Aubameyang. Oh, Salzburg, poor play here. And Kovacic can find Aubameyang. Aubameyang has a lot to do. Can he put a ball into the box? He sets it up. He floats it. It's headed out by Salzburg. It's on the edge of their area. Jorginho was never shooting. He's found Sterling on this left-hand side. Sterling's gone back to his Italian centre mid. Oh, Sterling made the run off the ball. Kovacic. Jorginho, this is a good play. Havertz. If he can put in a good delivery, it's 2-1. No, he can't, really. Should be doing better there. Much, much better. Thiago Silva for Chelsea, folks. Where's Trevor Chalobah of Chelsea in possession, folks? Might have overran it here. Finds Pulisic. Gallagher. Kind of sold Chalobah short there. And it's out of possession of Chelsea. Okay, that's Haaland. Do the rest in a second. See what you lot are saying. Slightly, I'm tired of Arsenal is buying next man's club's trash. I know one man's trash is another treasure, but that won't bang if you're competing consistently for top 4. It's mad, man. Cucurella finds Raheem Sterling. Yeah, man. I wasn't familiar. I have to listen. Anyone that does dirt against Chelsea is a friend of mine, innit? So I allow him. I said it could be a Southampton. It's not done yet. DGR owners banned from their clubs from having shirt sponsorship with their company. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't think so. Sterling's lost it. He tried to shape up for a shot. Okafor. I mean, Salzburg look good on the counter. That's a ball. Come on, get your body there, Okafor. You're not going to make it, man. Soft. Pulisic lose it. Come on, man, Salzburg. There's more heart in this thing now. That's terrible, man. There's got to be ability as well. Game's a bit too open, and I do think Salzburg's naiveties will, come to haunt them. Fully that friend of he's a friend, mate. Until we snake them as well. But anyways, Raheem Sterling. Jorginho, who should have had a goal of his own. Both midfielders should have had a goal. Trevor Chalobah. Pulisic. Gallagher floats it. Aubameyang, not renowned for heading, gets his head on it. No direction on it. And Salzburg aim to clear their lines once again, giving it away cheaply. And Chelsea have another chance to counter-attack. Kovacic has found Havertz. Keeper saved. It's been a good reaction from Chelsea since getting a goal down, to be honest. Well, being pegged back a goal, but it's not enough, is it, to get you where you need to go, ultimately. Okafor wins the header. Kovacic. Count a handful of times he misplaces a pass. That was one of them. What a goal that was. Ortiz onside, mate. That was a fantastic pass in the equalizer. That was a fantastic pass. Pardon me. Let's see what Dortmund's team is. Yeah, man, this looks rubbed. Back three. We're not going to get ripped. Raheem Sterling goes back to Cucurella. Summer signing to summer signing. What's that? 110 million between them two? Jeez. Thiago Silva, Carlisle misplaces a pass unnecessarily. Throw in for Salzburg. Kareem Adeyemi wingback. Kareem Adeyemi FC, we're lit, man. Today's the day. Tesco's coming on. Hey, FM settings. 30, well, half an hour left, basically, people. Come on, man. You're joining the other Red Bull team after this. You're going to the big leagues. This is what it's about. Do something, man. Come on. Make a name for yourself today, please. Make a name for yourself today, please. What, they going 2 up front? 4-4-2 settings. He reckons they're something in this because he's taking off Sukic and bringing on Sesko. So he reckons they're something in. He's going for broke. I like the risk. But make sure you at least get a draw. If you can't win, don't lose and all that, they say. Hummels is going to get ripped today, innit? He's going to get ripped. 740 people are watching Dortmund City. Chelsea looking a bit nervous. But they have got enough out there to score. It's going to have to be. Throw into Salzburg once again. They've gone long. Sesko flicks it on. Amadou. Oh, come on. Oh, Thiago Silva's a good defender. He's got a nick on it. Sterling. Oh, I don't know if that's what you want to do. He's done well defensively for his team there. Thiago Silva doesn't read that situation and just nick it. Amadou is going to have a test. Amadou, apologies. He's going to have a test at Kepa's goal. Cucurella throw in fault. It's gone long. Havertz has won the header. First and second balls here. And it's given straight back to Salzburg. Very terrible from Chelsea. Okafor, why would you shoot? Bro, this guy is dead, man. I'm sorry, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead, man. He's dead. I like the confidence, but he's dead, man. You're not ready right now. We'll review in 18 months. You're not ready, man. You're not lit at all, man. You're dead. He's meaty, man. I've made my mind up. He's meaty. You're not the truth, man. Proper meaty. Wow, movie settings. Not everyone can do that. Someone has scored a screamer. I can tell you, not everyone can do that. You can't force it. Them goals there have to call you. Tried to put his name in lights. Ultimately, he's done nothing. But spoil a good attacking. Absolute finish by Kai Havertz. Absolute finish. And now Chelsea are probably hoping normality's been restored. Absolute keeper. There's nothing you can do, bro. You got savage, man. Salzburg giving it away cheaply, and Okafor, boy, you can't be doing what you're doing. Maybe my 3-1 shout is on. Edge of the area from Havertz. Pulisic did well to retain possession as well, if I'm completely honest with you. Looked like he might lose it. Havertz has said, yeah, cool. He's taken one touch, set himself, wrapped it. Caressed it into the far corner. It's a fantastic goal. Keeper rooted to the spot. It has clipped the post. Well, the inside of the left post. But take nothing away from that finish, and that's a fitting celebration. He does love a dramatic goal, innit? First goal in 5 matches. The last 3 players that have scored today, that has been their first goal in 5 matches. Crazy. So, yeah. And let's change this as well. Maybe that gamble's come back to haunt the gaffer. Kepa doing up time wasting. One has to wonder, you know. Okafor, he passes the ball a bit better. That doesn't happen, does it? Really? You know, you might have scored a goal and changed the whole trajectory of this game. Needy guy, man. Mokoko's playing. Keep showing you all the truth. Apparently, Liverpool are on him. Not over yet, though. Salzburg have a corner, folks. Mokoko. 10 Hazard. Oh. Forgan Hazard playing against City. In swinging corner to Salzburg now, people. Let's see if they can make something happen. It's headed away. Sure, you know. Yeah, that's peak, man. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it was an absolute screamer of a goal. And speaking of screamers, I'll leave Okafor alone. He tried to line up a banger there, but it was Meaty. Screamer from Eden Hazard. Man said Eden Hazard. It was Eden Hazard, but Kai Havertz. Sevilla beating Copenhagen 1-0 at the moment. El Nesri, the man forever linked with Arsenal. What do you think of Jeremy Frimpong? Decent little player, man. I said Kai Havertz found his level. Agendas. Pulisic could be in here. Keeper's done well. And he's actually done well to not, you know, slide outside the box. Who's winning Champions League? I don't know, man. I definitely don't know at this moment in time. The usual suspects are going to be the ones, you know, Napoli on form, wild card. You'd imagine the PSGs, the Real Madrids, these kind of clubs, cities, they're all going to be in the latter stages. So, don't know, man. Until I see the semis, quarters, I don't know. Past the ball, Sesko, man. He's forced a great save by Kepa. And that's why they brought the young striker on. But if he gets his head up and passes it, someone's in a better position there. It's a good touch. Holds off Chalobah. I mean, he's determined to shoot, and he has worked the keeper, but yeah. Not a clue, mate. Corner kick to Salzburg. Okafor's been meaty, man. Involved in the equaliser, but meaty, man. Kovacic off. Ruben Loftus-Cheek on. In swinging corner. Come on, lads. It's not the worst of ones. Oh, it's trickled all the way out. Is it another corner? It'll be another corner to Salzburg. Boy, Chelsea not out of there yet. My 3-1 bet might come true. Hope it don't. I'd love to see, you know, Salzburg get a second, obviously. Come on, man. It's over. Everybody kept us brave, strong punch on it. Raheem Sterling hooks it clear. Doesn't matter where. It's falling to a Salzburg man, though. Can they pull it back into the box? They have done exactly that. Chaos in the box. Kepa comes out. Hey, Thiago Silva has just saved Kepa's bacon. He has just saved his bacon. I hope Kepa's all right. But he has just saved Kepa's bacon there. Kepa in no man's land. Thiago Silva, that's the second goal line clearance we've seen in this game. The first one was actually the goal scorer for Salzburg in his own half. Palovic, who's been a bit booky. It's a fantastic ball back into the box. Kepa's come to claim it. He's lost it. Oh, and if Thiago Silva isn't experienced and isn't reading, the game is 2-2 there and then. Vintage defending. Kepa would have, it would have been an L for Kepa. Thiago Silva saves the day. Second half's been a lot better, isn't it, people? I mean, unfortunately, I think Potter will do quite well at Chelsea. I still think they've got that anti-football PTSD muscle memory stuff. But every now and again, whenever I watch Chelsea, they do these fantastic passes and pops around the corner. Of course, I hope he doesn't. But yeah. Yeah, man. It's a Makoko thing. All the stops for Dortmund are in Jude Bellingham and Adeyemi, though. I sold my Marlon once. Let's see what happens, man. Another decent ball in. Kepa does better there. Okafor, stop waiting for it to bounce, man. See, closing your eyes. Sterling does well there. Gallagher asking to be fouled. Does well. Lovely ball into the chap. Pulisic, that touch is horrible. Salzburg in possession, folks. Good ball. Punched into it. You're not going to finesse Chalobah with that. This Okafor brother, man. He's dead, man. He's meaty, man. Great goal from Havertz. Great goal from Kovacic. But, Kovacic, your goal looks a bit meaty compared to that. It's just the way he's wrapped it for me. Man said Havertz finally shut me up, bro. Yeah, man. That's the best way to respond to your critics, isn't it? Doing mad stuff. Keeper collects. Chelsea attack stopped. Boy. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. Don't forget Dortmund versus City next. Salzburg not giving up without a fight. They've lost it there, though. In fact, I spoke too soon. They've got to be careful. I'm not on to Okafor. He's playing very meaty, just doing annoying stuff, like letting the team down. You're doing positive in so many aspects, but then you're doing stupidness. Pet peeve is seeing Champions League footballers, elite level footballers, just so wasteful the time in the final third. Idea was right, but the bearing's all wrong for it, for Sesko's teammate trying to knock it in behind Chelsea's defense and find him. And who knows, he might be lit at the World Cup. Apparently Leeds won him. Just by typing his name in the Louvre. Mason Mount, the assistant coach, or what? Probably. Kepa. Sold Gallagher short here, and it's presented right back to Salzburg. Sesko. Trying to do too much. Play with your head down, giving away a silly foul, showing your age. Didn't need to do that. Playing with your head down too much. Pass the ball. I know you want to make the difference being a striker, but pass the ball. Conor Gallagher. Touch almost got him in trouble, but he's got his way out of that. Very easy. Coco is a big baller. Yeah, man. It's finally starting to show something. Apparently, they're trying to get to sign a new deal. We don't know if he's on it or yet. Sterling, that's a ball. Havertz, can he find a man? That should be 3-1. Oh, Gallagher, can he save his blushes? Gallagher thunders an effort into, you know, the Salzburg man, but it shouldn't even be a thing with Gallagher. Pulisic, what were you doing there? Bambi on ice. It looks like, I don't even know. It looks like Mount and Broja. It could be a Spilicueta. I can't see from here. It could be a Spilicueta and Broja. Cucurella. How long is Aubameyang under contract at Chelsea? Sterling fouled, surely, ref. Silly foul to give away. How did Pulisic fluff his lines? Follow-up effort was strong from Gallagher, but bravery from the Salzburg man. Pulisic off, that'd be the last he's doing, mate. Should be disappointed. It's not Mount. Aspilicueta on, probably just to help see out the game. Aubameyang off. Aubameyang. Bro, you're on. Who is that? But who? Crazy. Three goals in 9 appearances for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Crazy. Scored 2 great goals, top blue. Fantastic effort by Havertz. Second half a bit crazy. I think you lot were a better team in the first half, just a bit too passive, not really trying to just put the game to bed. Then, you know, the second half started a bit crazy. You lot were at 6s and 7s defensively, respectfully to Salzburg, because they was very good. But normality is restored, man. It's been a better second half. First half, you ain't missed nothing. Lost his cheek and Raheem Sterling player 1-2 and just maintain possession. Aspilicueta. I think Gallagher's played all right, man. Really in line with his capabilities and what he's out there to do. I mean, there was a stage in the first half where Aubameyang and Raheem Sterling were popping up, and a couple of others, Kovacic as well. Every now and again, you lot were playing some fantastic little combination moves towards the end of the half, but nothing of note from Raheem Sterling, really. Trevor Chalobah, Gallagher been better than a couple players, in my opinion. Pardon me, I think Gallagher's been quite good today, honestly. Jorginho, he should have had a goal, but he got shagged. He's cleared off the line. Gallagher, fighting, but there's only so much fight can get you. And Salzburg back in possession. Aspilicueta just onto the pitch will make one of several fouls. He ain't been booked yet, so expect to see that a couple of times from him. Can't lie, that was a heartwarming moment from Aspilicueta. You know, Jorginho's captain in the back, as the captain in the side. Jorginho tried to get back to him. He was saying no. And, you know, Jorginho's kind of forced him to take it. Humble done. Substitutions for Salzburg. Fresh legs being introduced. I take it. 13 minutes left, people. Gallagher. Salzburg back in possession, folks. Free kick. Yeah, man. 78 minutes on the clock, folks. Come on, ref. Can Salzburg ask questions via this set piece? It's delivered. Nothing. Kepa unopposed. Too much on it. Yeah. There's rumors about Son wanting a bigger club. He deserves it, though. Hopefully he does go. But how old is Son? And didn't you just sign a new contract? You could get a move, but really, you know, I'm sure every top team in Europe, but you're 30, 31 next year. Obviously, anything can happen. You could put the money down. Apparently, Real Madrid are onto him, but what is the fee going to be required? Obviously, Harry Kane's them same age is there. I mean, when Son loses his pace, is he going to be effective like that? And even on current form, really, Son's a quality player, make no mistake. Contracted until 2025, so he's got another 3 years on his deal. Just because you're 30 don't mean you're finished in that, but probably should have just done your thing already. But hopefully he leaves, though. You know, quicker him and Harry Kane get out of there, the bell. Charleston and that. Man down for Salzburg. 11 minutes left of this clash, folks. Shout out Nightbot for plugging the DG merch. Come on, good look sold separately and that. Get yours over them sides and follow man on Twitter and everything else. Not a foul by Loftus Cheek. But I hope my man's alright. Ooh, to be fair, there's a little kick out by that junior Don. Must be seriously in pain, but he had a little kick out there. I'm surprised. Lucky Loftus Cheek ain't made a meal of that. Looks like some late subs will get introduced for Salzburg. 10 minutes left. Kamiri, number 8, entering the fray. I'm sure when they have the opportunity to. Don't forget, people. Pardon me, Dortmund City straight after this. Pardon me, sorry for yawning, people. Energy levels are there. It's just a long day, mate. Bro, you're getting stuck in. Aspilicueta hooks it clear. Anyway, we'll get into anywhere. We'll do territory. 10 minutes left. Well, 9 technically. But yeah, Son's been poor for a few months. They thought he was back because he scored against Brighton and that. Hear it. He could get a move, but it's kind of done now, isn't it? Really, it all depends on the fee, man. If Spurs work with a team and it's an affordable fee, then yeah. But what is Daniel Levy going to ask for? And number 9 for Salzburg's come off. Crazy. Looks like Chelsea will just about get the job done, people. Once again, Chelsea 2, Salzburg 0. There was a bit of a crazy start. Come on, Fred. End of this game could be exciting. Hope so. Hope there's late drama. As a neutral, you want to see that. Foul given against Salzburg. Showing their age. Sesko, stupid fouls to give away. And Thiago Silva's actually in a lot of pain. What's going on there? He knows what he's doing, man. Sesko's lent into him. Oh, he's lent into him as he's gone up for a header, and the landing's not been nice to Thiago Silva. I hope he's all right. Oh, all his weight. Oh, and I think he banged his head as well. He'll be all right, but he's won the header technically, and then all his weight, and then his knee, his thigh slapped him in the head. Oi, he'll be all right, but I hope he's all right, but Kalas. Therefore, I have to sit down for a couple moments. Marceline. Crazy. Thiago Silva still being attended to. Havertz is a baller. Chelsea just play him in the wrong role more time. He's a second striker. He plays better behind a proper 9. Now he's playing in that position. You can see his quality. Thiago Silva on his feet, which is good. The more they keep replaying it, the worse it gets. Oof. It's the landing. It's the landing and then the impact. That's gonna sting in the morning, 100%. Boy, 6 minutes left, plus at least 2-3 minutes of added on time now. With their number 9 coming off eventually. Thiago Silva just needing a few moments to get himself together, back up to his feet and playing now. Players need to realize how dangerous it is to lean into someone like that, especially K. It is dangerous, and I don't warrant it, but at the end of the day, this is football. It's like boxing, I know it's not the same, but it's like telling man don't punch too hard. Anything you could do to get an advantage, you have to warrant it. Of course, you have conduct yourself in a certain sort of way, but I think Cesc, obviously, he didn't intend for him to land like that, but you do them little things there, man. But you are right, man. It is dangerous. Kane gets away with a lot. Nice guy, Rep. Foul given against Chelsea for Salzburg. Last chance saloon soon for Salzburg. One feels that they're out of gas, in my opinion. Crazy. Salzburg, effort cleared. Throw into Salzburg once again. Last chance saloon, folks. It's been a 3-goal thriller. Well, thriller's a bit overdoing it, but we've been treated to 3 goals at the very least. 5 minutes plus added on time, people. 85 minutes on the clock. Long throw by Salzburg. Sesko wins the header. Loftus-Cheek clears it for Chelsea and hooks it. And there'll be a foot race, in which Broja's done very well. Broja's done very well. Salzburg guy wasn't helped. That's not a foul. And hey, that would have been a good attempt from Gallagher. And Gallagher gets booked because obviously he's kicked the ball and gone for effort. It's one of them you act like you didn't hear it, trying to eat up more time on the clock. Looked like, he got himself in a spot of bother. He did well eventually against Broja, and then Gallagher arrived to help his Cobham teammate, Sesko. That's a good pass from him. You got to keep that low. He forces Kepa to make his save. I mean, that's nervous by Cucurella. Why is he hooked it? Is that a corner? Surely that's a corner. Oh, it's a throw-in. Fair enough. Oh, it's a corner. Sesko's done very well. See, play with your head up. He needs to hit that back across and go to the far post, but he's gone. The lad's gone for the near post. Kepa really should be holding on to that, really, and it tells you about Chelsea's communication. Cucurella has just hooked it. In-swinging corner by Salzburg. It's left everyone. Kepa in no man's land. It's fallen to their defensive mid, and you've seen why he's a DM in it. Absolutely abysmal effort by him. He's been tidy today. Again, Kepa would have been in no man's land again. Even if you hit the target, there's like 6 Chelsea shirts all ready to just accept whatever fate comes their way when that ball's blasted into them. But yeah, man, could have pulled it back across really. But he's not paid to score goals, and he's shown why. Ziyech will come on, Mount will come on. 83 minutes on the clock. Gallagher off, probably to partly protect him and to obviously eat up more time. Gallagher's had a good game. Done his role well. He's pulled out to the wide area as well. He's running behind when he could. Gallagher always mucks in defensively. Not the most pleasing on the eye and that. But yeah. Ziyech on, can't lie, I forgot he's there. Gotta put your foot through that. Yeah, work the keeper. Even if that just hits someone, ricochets in, or I can't lie, I would have cut it back for a pass, probably me, and take everyone by surprise. Sterling's off for Mason Mount, by the way, people. And Salzburg, can't lie, there's a sea of Chelsea shirts, but this is good. Sesko looked like he was shaping for the shot. That's a good ball. This fullback or whoever that is, the delivery has to be perfect. Instead, he's gone for goal. Stupidity. Stupid football to be trying to do there. Now's not the time to go for glory. And if you go for glory, you got to bloody make sure you score. Isco has scored for Sevilla. That's the name I heard for a minute. Sevilla 2, Copenhagen 0. Long throw. It's evaded 2 Chelsea shirts. Sesko making a nuisance of himself. Plays it back to his man. It'll be a corner for Salzburg. Strong end to the game for them. Gallagher, solid. Better every game I've seen him play for Chelsea. He's found a little role for himself, man. Ball in by Salzburg. Evaded everyone once again. Story of their life. Trevor Chalobah, another one who's been in the trenches. But he's had a good game just by doing his job, like Gallagher, just by doing his job to a level, a decent level. You'd imagine that's it, but you never know, man. And us neutrals, we want to see trauma. Hey, Gallagher's on some pure centre mid stuff, like old school centre mid. Ball in by Salzburg. Pandemonium. Kepa's punched. It's falling on the edge of the area to a Salzburg man. It's a meaty effort. Kepa takes it into his arms, and obviously he's going to take forever to get up there. Rightly so. And probably take a booking. Kepa is a bit shaky with certain things, isn't it? Not with that, though. You know, that weren't necessarily one of them. Kamari. Sure that weren't what your manager wanted to see when he told you you're coming off the bench. 6 minutes of added on time, folks. 6 minutes of added on time. Salzburg, well, instead they've been stopped. Cucurella, Jorginho, Kovacic. Arcs is for it. Havertz gets it. Man said Kovacic, bro. It's not even on. Hakim Ziyech, I can't lie, it's crazy. We're going to concede no game management. Nah, I think the job's done. I hope so, but I think the job's done. Kepa. Arcs is for Aspilicueta to play it back. He goes forward. And Salzburg win a foul. Off topic, I mean, off back camera, you can see Kepa asking Aspilicueta. Yes. Free kick to Salzburg. 6 minutes, though. Got to kind of keep calm. It's a fair amount of time. Salzburg's Thiago Silva and Chalobah both fouled there. And it looks like there's handbags now. I mean, keep your heads. Cucurella and Kepa seem to be angry. Kepa's been given a yellow card, and Salzburg need to keep their heads because this just eats up more time for Chelsea. But then again, for Kepa, he's not going to react like that for no reason, to be fair to the boy. What's happened? They're going to have to show a replay of that one. Aspilicueta there, just governing things. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. If it's the Chalobah one, what is all that about? What is all that about, man? That's an idiot thing. You know what? Kepa's right. He's right, man. Shout out Kepa. He's on job. It's a bit nasty. I'm a fan of the dark arts, but that's a bit nasty. Overdoing it there. Let's give Silva his flowers. Bro, he deserves it. Almost collapsed himself there. Ziyech been poor for Chelsea. Yeah, he ain't done much in a Chelsea shirt, has he? Let's actually start patterning the graphics for this. Havertz. Chelsea could have one more chance there, depending on what Havertz could do. Oh, he tried a thing. It didn't bang. It's cleared. Loftus-Cheek. Oh, Thiago Silva's lost it for no reason. I don't know what you saw there, Salzburg done, but it didn't bang. Showing their naiveties in several incidences. Let's begin the graphics changes as well, man. So we don't have to do this. Sorry, folks, you're not bugging out. We just need to prepare the Dortmund stream. We're going into this in 5 minutes. Well, once this game is dead. I'll leave the thingy there for you lot. Everything else. We're changing that up, folks. Where's Photoshop? You'd imagine it's done, though, man. There's 3 minutes left, folks, if you're wondering. Close that, no. 2-1 to Chelsea. Still at this dire stage of the game, people. Cucurella are looking to waste time. You know, everyone who can take a yellow from a Chelsea perspective, you want them to take a yellow. Cucurella wasting even more time. Big fan of provoking refs. Chelsea down this left-hand side. Broja's done well. Get a foul. Win a foul. Bro, you're battling in the corner. Salzburg also battling. They've won it, but they've gifted it back to Chelsea on the edge of the area. Jorginho, he wraps that and tests the keeper. It could be 3-1, but, you know, it's a weak effort. It's into the hands. Bro, you're not letting the keeper take the goal kick. Dark horse. I mean, that was the ref let Broja get away with that and not said anything. Trevor Chalobah wins the header. Havertz. Mount. The play is still in Chelsea's half. Aspilicueta against Sesko. Sesko's giving away a throw-in, and Chelsea will take that and oblige. Sorry, people. As you can see, we're going into the other one after this. Smash the like button if you haven't already, folks. If you're on YouTube, don't forget, people, we're watching City versus Borussia Dortmund straight after this, essentially. Make sure you're there for that one. 3-0 to Sevilla against Copenhagen. Thiago Silva's a centre-back legend. A minute of added on time, folks. A minute of added on time left. In fact, less than that, really. Chelsea almost over the hill. Broja. Strong lad, ain't he, the Albanian international? Just as I was talking about him, his pockets got plugged there. Half a minute left, people. Gone forward. I mean, that's a terrible ball from Salzburg. That's Aspilicueta. Pardon me. Mount, Havertz, sorry. Havertz, good bit of trickery there. He's giving it away. 15 seconds. It's too little too late, you lot. But good little battle. It's been a better second half. Probably, you know, Salzburg too much respected Chelsea. Didn't make enough passes. Didn't have enough quality and weren't focused initially defensively. So can't really be surprised as to why they find themselves where they currently are at this moment in time. And that's, well, I believe that means they're second. They still haven't won in it today. Ref, we're over the time now. Yeah, I like Frimpong. Sorry, the mic was muted. I like Frimpong. I think he's a steady Eddie done. And, you know, Chelsea live to fight another day, people. Chelsea have obviously won this 2-1. There was a late, somewhat fight back from Salzburg. It didn't bang, clearly, because they're losing. And depending on what AC Milan can do, Chelsea have indirectly did them a favour, people. But Chelsea hold on to top spot, people, which is the main thing from them. Allegedly, where Sevilla and Copenhagen are concerned, it is 3-0 to them with that game done. After this, people, literally in a minute's time, I'm going to get some water and we go live again, people, for City versus Borussia Dortmund. So I'm going to get out of here and pattern up the thing, people.
There's always just that active red light, defending. I think it's like